Hello. I work every day. I enjoy having a legal problem that tests my knowledge of the law. I like it. I was working to get some money together so I could go to Washington to go to Howard University. One of the jobs I had was in a little restaurant peeling potatoes. This particular morning I got what I thought was a potato, but it wouldn't give. So I looked at it. It was a rock. I decided that I was going to keep that rock, that I would have that rock, I decided, on the desk that I acquired when I became a lawyer. Every time I look at that rock, I remember when I found it. Since then, I've become a lawyer. I've been one for 62 years. And 23 of those years, I've been a judge. I've represented thousands of people in court. I've represented people sentenced to death. And I've saved a few people from execution. So this is what I can remember, in a quick glance by looking at that rock. I thank the God I worship every day for giving me a chance to live through this period. The election of Barack Obama is the greatest thing that's happened in American history.
Back when Leighton started practicing law, the idea of a black president was unthinkable. One of the first cases he won was a Negro voting rights case in Alabama. However, on his train ride to Alabama, Leighton got into trouble because of his race.
I tried to go to the dining room car. I wanted a supper. They wouldn't let me in. And I kept on insisting. And the conductor took me back to my cabin, and he locked it so that I wouldn't leave there. I later sued them in Chicago and didn't win the case. Harvey Clark came to me and told me that he could not find an apartment to rent in Chicago. Went to Cicero. When he got to the building, it was surrounded by Cicero police and wouldn't let him into the building because they were black. I filed a lawsuit on behalf of Harvey Clark and his wife and two little children. When we got to Cicero, the building was on fire. They set fire to the building. Governor Stevenson ordered the National Guard, and this case became an international cause célèbre. The state's attorney of Cook County impaneled a grand jury to find out why was this building set on fire. He grunted at me, looked at me like I was some kind of a worm. And when the indictments came out, I was the indictee. When I became a judge and a defendant told me, Judge, I'm not guilty, I didn't do it, I listened to him because I knew you can be indicted even though you're innocent. I was.
In the early 1960s, the FBI stepped up their work on Sam Giancana. They put a 24-hour lockstep surveillance on him, following him literally everywhere.
I decided that the United States government were actually imprisoning Sam Giancana without arresting him. I agreed with Sam to represent him.
Giancana did something a little bit unusual, took the case to court, which resulted in a judge giving an injunction.
In other words, Sam Giancana prevailed over the FBI.
With the help of Leighton's legal expertise, which caused him trouble during his confirmation
The
hearings.
FBI agents asked me, how did you get to be a mob lawyer?
However, after explaining the case, Leighton was confirmed as a federal judge, serving 11 years. Now Leighton works as an attorney, going to work every day.
A lot of people ask me, what's your secret? I don't have any secret. I don't know. I don't know why I've lived 96 years. I don't know why. The only plausible explanation is the God up there